Good evening once again, and a warm welcome to you all. Honorable Chief Electoral Officer, Nagaland, Sir Shashank Shekhar, Additional CEO, Joint CEO, HOD IPR, senior officers in the dais, officers, and media colleagues. Since the announcement of the elections, we had a series of events that has taken place, like nomination of candidates, scrutiny, withdrawal of candidates, and so much more in between. Tonight, our Honorable CEO will be addressing us on those. CEO Sir has not been able to interact with us and get to know us since he is fairly new to his chair. And we also have new faces, especially to cover these elections. So let us have a quick round of introduction, starting from there. Yeah. Name and organization will do.
I'm Kopala Krome is my name, and I'm advisor to Kohima Press Club.
I'm Okenzit from the Northeast Press Service.
Hello, I'm Zubini from NI.
Hello, good evening. My name is Asunyo, News Editor, All India Radio.
Good evening. I'm Narayan Bahadur with the Press Trust of India, PTI.
I'm Chizuko from Moran Express.
My name is Ravala. I'm representing Eastern Mir.
Good evening, my name is Atono. I'm freelancing from Morang Express and Aumilan.
I'm Roshan, PIB Kohima.
Good evening. My name is Alice Yosha, and I write for Hindustan Times.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Emilio. I'm from Nagaland Post.
I'm Muru from IPR.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Webpray from IPR.
My name is Monlemi from the IPR.
Matamuli, APRO, the IPR.
My name is Jessica. I'm from IPR.
Gaja Moses from IPR.
My name is Nongozo from IPR.
I am Siwato from IPR.
Hello, I'm Alila, Nodal Officer from Media CEO Office.
Good evening, I'm Kikum Sangla Jamir, Deputy Secretary and OSD to CEO.
I'm Atuzo from IPR.
Good evening. I am Zavino Tenyo, Additional Director and HOD of IPR.
Good evening. My name is Sharon Longchari. I'm Joint CEO, Nagaland.
Hello, good evening. I'm Hitu, OSD and Joint Secretary to the Government of Nagaland.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hiazu Meru. I'm Joint Secretary Home and attached to the CEO's office as OSD.
Good evening. I am the CEO, V. Shashank Shekhar.
Good evening. I am RKJ, Additional CEO, Nagaland.
I am Awalorin, Joint CEO.
Good evening. I am Dr. Tina Chang, Joint Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, RD, and personally at HR's OST to CEO office. Thank you.
Now, Honorable CEO will address us, and the questions can follow.
Thank you. It is nice to be here with all of you again. I have been interacting with you on different occasions, sometimes individually, sometimes through this kind of a press conference. And I know today being the last day for withdrawal of candidature, this has been the tradition in earlier elections also that we hold a press conference. So I know you are all, as journalists, you'll be anxious, you would be keen to know about this. So I'll just come straight to the basic data, which we have now. 11 to 3 was the time every day for filing nominations, as we know. And today was the last date for withdrawal. So total nominated candidates during this process was 225, and rejected were 25. So total valid nominations were 200. And during the time for withdrawal which was given, 16 candidates withdrew their nominations. From 8th till 10th was the time for withdrawal after scrutiny. So now total contesting 184 if we remove 16 from 200. Out of this 184, one constituency we are having uncontested. So this is 31 Akuluto. There Shri Kezeto is the sole candidate there from BJP. This is 31 Akuluto. So if we remove that, we have 183 who are in the contest now for the elections. Women candidates this time are 4. They are in 3 Dimapur, 6 Tening, 8 Western Angami, and 32 Atoizo constituency. And just if you are interested, ACs with highest number of contesting candidates, 6 candidates each. This is in 6 Tening, 39 Sanis, and 45 Tehok assembly constituencies. I can quickly read out. We'll give you this handout also, or we'll share with you over WhatsApp, but while we are here together, just quickly party-wise, also if you are interested, total this breakup of 184, including the one uncontested constituency, 184 candidates. So BJP 20, CPI 1, INC 23, NCP 12, NPP 12, NDPP 40, NPF 22, RPP 1, JDU 7, LJP 15, RPI 9. This is RPI Athwale, and LJP is RV Ramvilas. Then RJD is 3, Independents 19. So this totals to 184. This, as I said, this data we'll share with you. There's a WhatsApp group of journalists which IPR is managing for us. This we'll be sharing with you. And as you all know, a lot of efforts are being made by the enforcement agencies, central as well as state, to control any inducement or any effort at wrongdoing or influencing the voters. So for that, we have been sharing with you the progressive figures, even daily figures. So I'll just give you the cumulative after the announcement of elections. That was 18 January elections were announced till date. The cumulative seizures are 35.6 crores. Out of this, cash is 2.7, IMFL is 3.7. This is in crores. Cash is 2.7 crores, IMFL valued at 3.7 crores. And in terms of volume, it is 57,978 liters, IMFL. Drugs and narcotics, 25.7 crores. Freebies, other items, 3.4 crores. So this is the cumulative, 35.6 crores. And some basic data, as you know, the electoral roll is frozen on the last date of filing nominations. So on 7th of February, the electoral roll was formally frozen. So as on that date, so these will be the voters who have the right to cast their votes in the election. So 13,16,064 voters, out of which 7,982 are service voters. And our gender ratio, earlier also I mentioned, 1,003, women 1,003 per 1,000 men. And just a quick recap, I may have shared this earlier. Polling station with lowest number of electors, 71 Merapani, only 37 electors. Polling station with highest number of electors, Usutomi, number of electors 1374. Lowest number of electors, assembly constituencies 27 Mokchung town with 8,180 voters. And the assembly constituency with highest number of electors is 4 Ghaspani with 74,537 voters. These are just some broad areas we thought you may be interested. Otherwise, as I said, we have been interacting with you. We have also been taking all steps which are required for the elections. And now, as you are aware, once the candidates list is finalized, the campaigning obviously will take on a more intense form. So we have all the logistical and administrative arrangements there at the district level, at state level, and the commission is also very closely monitoring. You may be aware the commission has also deputed 3 special observers. This is the first time the commission has done that. So there's a special general observer, special expenditure observer, and a special police observer. So these are senior officers from IAS, IPS, and Revenue Service, retired officers, but they work on behalf of the commission. So this is just a broad overview of things. And after this, maybe we can take questions. Thank you.
Regarding these hoardings, these advertisements, some days back we have seen that you have just pulled down this BJP huge hoardings, that is, we have seen in the capital. Now, in last 2 days, we have seen that again they are putting up. So what is the things what we have done in the few weeks back? Then now we have seen that 2 days back they are putting up the same party. And in fact, in the past, we have not seen much. Like in the past, we have seen a lot of flags, party, this kind of fever and all these things, advertisement. In fact, this time it is not seen like that, except these hoardings. Can you just clarify how these things happening in the capital?
See, the norms, it will be good for you also to know. There's a media certification and monitoring committee at the district level and at the state level also. And all the commission's norms based on a Supreme Court direction is that any advertisement in the electronic media, which includes WhatsApp forwards or SMS forwards, they have to be pre-certified by a designated committee. So in our case, the state level committee is chaired by our additional CEO here, and there are other members in that committee. So any such advertisement, even if you are using an e-newspaper, any form of electronic media, it has to be pre-certified by this committee. Electronic media. For print media, the certification is required only for the last 2 days. That is on the poll day and 1 day prior to that. Other than that, pre-certification from this committee is not needed, but whenever any poster is displayed, the printer's name and address has to be printed there on that. So it can be included in the candidate's expenditure. So the DOs have been authorized to implement the directions of the commission in this regard. So as soon as the election is announced, the model code comes into effect. So any display of posters, it is not allowed in public spaces. Public spaces means government buildings, government areas, government offices. Private places, it is only allowed with the written consent of the owner. But yes, if there are designated areas which suppose a municipality is renting out on payment basis for advertisement, those can be displayed. But again, a simple printed banner or flags, they can be displayed, but audio visual of any display again requires a pre-certification. So normally what happens is, as soon as the election is announced, the commission also closely monitors in the first 24 hours itself. Anything which is already there in public spaces or private places, anything of a political nature is removed by the district election officers. Subsequent to that, as I said, public spaces is still not allowed, private places with written consent. Plus, if there is designated area for advertisement, that can be given to the parties but following those norms and not violating any model code conditions. That is the broad structure, and this is implemented through our district election officers. So of course, this is in other states also. We have seen in the past also, we have seen that if any violation comes to our notice through our district machinery, action is taken and those are removed.
May we also know how many candidates have criminal records filed against them?
We'll give you the exact data on this, but you'll also be interested to know, if you don't know already, that Commission has actually a website. If you type in Google affidavits ECI, there you can go to that site and you can actually see, including for Nagaland, you'll see the affidavits filed by the candidates and even their assets, liabilities, and criminal antecedents. You will find that in the website. But if you want, we'll share that address of the Commission's site also in the group.